Thing is, I never really liked riding on trains. Um, it just feels like you lose so much of your own self, your own autonomy riding on a train. Don't get me wrong. I see they're a great solution for mass transit problems, for commonly traveled routes, for high speed, high efficiency travel. Those wheels, because they run on tracks, they can be made out of metal. It lasts a lot longer than rubber wheels. I don't know why cars don't have metal wheels, but that's not my problem. Kind of wish bikes did. Maybe I could rig that up someday. The point is, when you get on a train, you're not really on your own schedule anymore. You just gotta kind of hope for the best. You hope that the tracks are all lined up. You hope that the conductor is sober. You hope that, the mechanics that last checked the engines and the power sources and the third rail or the gas tank or the coal chute or however they're working is going to have it all figured out. And that's introducing an element of randomness into your day, right? I can maintain my own vehicle. I can check the tires, I can check the chains, I can check the wheels and the brakes and the gears and all these things, and I can make sure that it's all working properly. And sure, I might hit a nail, but I can look at the street and I can avoid the nail and I can avoid that flat tire. When you get on a train, you're playing somebody else's game. And that game will probably go in your favor, but you just don't know. You just don't know. Have you ever, if you've ever been on a train, I'm sure you can understand the frustration of, maybe you're running a little late, you want to go a little faster, and you're sitting on that train and you're 7 stops away from your station, and you got to just sit there. You got to just sit there. It's infuriating every time the doors open on the left, doors open on the right. You can't get out. It would be so satisfying in that moment to stand up and walk off that train and to be able to, rush and get where you're going and handle the problem. But if you get off that train early, it's not going to get you to your destination. You just got to ride with it. Personally, I find that infuriating and, well, almost insulting at times, but especially in terms of lateness, the sin is on my own head, not on the train. The point is, I want to be able to fix my mistakes. And when I get on a train, that's it. It's right or it's wrong. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. And if it's right, it might become wrong. Maybe there's a malfunction, maybe there's a traffic jam. Maybe you find out, it turns out there's 5 minutes of buffer, 10 minutes of buffer just wasn't enough. Should add 15, should add 20, should add 45, doesn't matter. And this is all to say absolutely nothing of the stress of transfers. Once you go from a train to another train, you're taking a big risk. You're taking a real big risk. Because the first train could be late. The second train could be early. Either one of them could just break down. Don't even get me started on buses. You want to take a bus to a train, you better have a lot of options for when that train's coming and going through that station, because that bus, I get frustrated with trains, but buses are the real problem. I don't even mess with buses if I don't have to, because they get stuck in traffic. They get stuck in everybody else's individual vehicle. A train at least runs on its own course. It's an external point of failure. It's a point of randomness, but at the very least, you've got your own. It's got its own sort of independence that way. When you take a bus, it's someone else's random ability to cope with everyone else's random points of failure, and that's just never going to work for you. So take it from me. Trains are dodgy, but anything's better than a bus.